Guys, today I'm making another behavior card legend. Crayola edition. Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're bad, and sometimes they have new and wacky colors. There are 289 behavior cards in all, and there are 11 specialty packs that are used in the 289 behavior cards. The legend goes like this. First, there's the standard colors pack. There are 133 behavior cards in all. Almond means you have 1 year off. Antique brass means you have 2 years off. Apricot means you have 3 years off. Aquamarine means you have 4 years off. Asparagus means you have 5 years off. Atomic tangerine means you have 6 years off. Banana mania means you have 7 years off. Beaver means you have 8 years off. Bittersweet means you have 9 years off. Black means you have 10 years off. Blizzard blue means you have 11 years off. Blue means you have 12 years off. Bluebell means you have 13 years off. Blue-gray means you have 14 years off. Blue-green means you have 15 years off. Blue-violet means you have 16 years off. Blush means you have 17 years off. Brick red means you have 18 years off. Brown means you have 19 years off. Burnt orange means you have 20 years off. Burnt sienna means you have 21 years off. Cadet blue means you have 22 years off. Canary means you have 23 years off. Caribbean green means you have 24 years off. Carnation pink means you have 25 years off. Cerise means you have 26 years off. Cerulean means you have 27 years off. Chestnut means you have 28 years off. Copper means you have 29 years off. Cornflower means you have 30 years off. Cotton candy means you have 31 years off. Dandelion means you have 32 years off. Denim means you have 33 years off. Desert sand means you have 34 years off. Eggplant means you have 35 years off. Electric lime means you have 36 years off. Fern means you have 37 years off. Forest green means you have 38 years off. Fuchsia means you have 39 years off. Fuzzy wuzzy means you have 40 years off. Gold means you have 41 years off. Goldenrod means you have 42 years off. Granny Smith apple means you have 43 years off. Gray means you have 44 years off. Green means you have 45 years off. Green blue means you have 46 years off. Green yellow means you have 47 years off. Hot magenta means you have 48 years off. Inchworm means you have 49 years off. Indigo means you have 50 years off. Jazzberry jam means you have 51 years off. Jungle green means you have 52 years off. Laser lemon means you have 53 years off. Lavender means you have 54 years off. Lemon yellow means you have 55 years off. Macaroni and cheese means you have 56 years off. Magenta means you have 57 years off. Magic mint means you have 58 years off. Mahogany means you have 59 years off. Maize means you have 60 years off. Manatee means you have 61 years off. Mango tango means you have 62 years off. Maroon means you have 63 years off. Marvelous means you have 64 years off. Melon means you have 65 years off. Midnight blue means you have 66 years off. Mountain meadow means you have 67 years off. Mulberry means you have 68 years off. Navy blue means you have 69 years off. Neon carrot means you have 70 years off. Olive green means you have 71 years off. Orange means you have 72 years off. Orange red means you have 73 years off. Orange yellow means you have 74 years off. Orchid means you have 75 years off. Outer space means you have 76 years off. Outrageous orange means you have 77 years off. Pacific blue means you have 78 years off. Peach means you have 79 years off. Periwinkle means you have 80 years off. Piggy pink means you have 81 years off. Pine green means you have 82 years off. Pink flamingo means you have 83 years off. Pink sherbet means you have 84 years off. Plum means you have 85 years off. Purple heart means you have 86 years off. Purple Mountain's Majesty means you have 87 years off. Purple pizzazz means you have 88 years off. Radical red means you have 89 years off. Raw sienna means you have 90 years off. Raw umber means you have 91 years off. Razzle dazzle rose means you have 92 years off. Razzmatazz means you have 93 years off. Red means you have 94 years off. Red-orange means you have 95 years off. Red-violet means you have 96 years off. Robin's egg blue means you have 97 years off. Royal purple means you have 98 years off. Salmon means you have 99 years off. Scarlet means you have 100 years off. Screamin' green means you have 101 years off. Sea green means you have 102 years off. Sepia means you have 103 years off. Shadow means you have 104 years off. Shamrock means you have 105 years off. Shocking pink means you have 106 years off. Silver means you have 107 years off. Sky blue means you have 108 years off. Spring green means you have 109 years off. Sunglow means you have 110 years off. Sunset orange means you have 111 years off. Tan means you have 112 years off. Teal blue means you have 113 years off. Thistle means you have 114 years off. Tickle me pink means you have 115 years off. Timberwolf means you have 116 years off. Tropical rainforest means you have 117 years off. Tumbleweed means you have 118 years off. Turquoise blue means you have 119 years off. Unmal yellow means you have 120 years off. Violet means you have 121 years off. Violet blue means you have 122 years off. Violet red means you have 123 years off. Vivid tangerine means you have 124 years off. Vivid violet means you have 125 years off. White means you have 126 years off. Wild blue yonder means you have 127 years off. Wild strawberry means you have 128 years off. Wild watermelon means you have 129 years off. Wisteria means you have 130 years off. Yellow means you have 131 years off. Yellow-green means you have 132 years off, and yellow-orange means you have 133 years off. Next, there's the Silver Squirrels pack. There are 24 silvery behavior cards in all. Aztec Gold means you have 1 month off. Burnished Brown means you have 2 months off. Cerulean Frost means you have 3 months off. Cinnamon Satin means you have 4 months off. Copper Penny means you have 5 months off. Cosmic Cobalt means you have 6 months off. Glossy Grape means you have 7 months off. Granite Gray means you have 8 months off. Green Sheen means you have 9 months off. Lila Cluster means you have 10 months off. Misty Mass means you have 11 months off. Mystic Maroon means you have 12 months off. Pearly Purple means you have 13 months off. Putter Blue means you have 14 months off. Polished Pine means you have 15 months off. Quicksilver means you have 16 months off. Rose Dust means you have 17 months off. Rusty Red means you have 18 months off. Shadow Blue means you have 19 months off. Shiny Shamrock means you have 20 months off. Steel Teal means you have 21 months off. Sugar Plum means you have 22 months off. Twilight Lavender means you have 23 months off. And Wintergreen Dream means you have 24 months off. Next, there's the Magic Scent Pack. There are 30 behavior cards in all. And each of them have a special fragrance. Baby Powder means you have 1 week off. Banana means you have 2 weeks off. Blueberry means you have 3 weeks off. Bubble Gum means you have 4 weeks off. Cedar Chest means you have 5 weeks off. Cherry means you have 6 weeks off. Chocolate means you have 7 weeks off. Coconut means you have 8 weeks off. Daffodil means you have 9 weeks off. Dirt means you have 10 weeks off. Eucalyptus means you have 11 weeks off. Fresh Air means you have 12 weeks off. Grape means you have 13 weeks off. Jelly Bean means you have 14 weeks off. Leather Jacket means you have 15 weeks off. Lemon means you have 16 weeks off. Licorice means you have 17 weeks off. Lilac means you have 18 weeks off. Lime means you have 19 weeks off. Lumber means you have 20 weeks off. New Car means you have 21 weeks off. Orange means you have 22 weeks off. Peach means you have 23 weeks off. Pine means you have 24 weeks off. Rose means you have 25 weeks off. Shampoo means you have 26 weeks off. Smoke means you have 27 weeks off. Soap means you have 28 weeks off. Strawberry means you have 29 weeks off, and tulip means you have 30 weeks off. Next, there's the Gem Tones pack. There are 16 behavior cards in all, and each of them are named after precious stones. Amethyst means you have 1 day off. Citrine means you have 2 days off. Emerald means you have 3 days off. Jade means you have 4 days off. Jasper means you have 5 days off. Lapis lazuli means you have 6 days off. Malachite means you have 7 days off. Moonstone means you have 8 days off. Onyx means you have 9 days off. Peridot means you have 10 days off. Pink pearl means you have 11 days off. Rose quartz means you have 12 days off. Ruby means you have 13 days off. Sapphire means you have 14 days off. Smoky topaz means you have 15 days off. And tiger's eye means you have 16 days off. Next, there's the changeables pack. There are 6 color-changing behavior cards in all, and they change colors from scene to scene. Blue to magenta means nothing and you stay here. Green to violet means you have a talk after school, but without detention. Orange to black means you have detention for 15 minutes. Pink to yellow means you have detention for 20 minutes. Red to blue means you have detention for 25 minutes, and yellow to green means you have detention for 30 minutes. Next, there's the color mix-up pack. There are 16 behavior cards in all. They're just like the changeables pack, but with 3 colors. Baby's blanket means you have detention for 1 hour. Blazing bonfire means you have detention for 2 hours. Cool and crazy means you have detention for 3 hours. Lemon lime zing means you have detention for 4 hours. Magenta mix-up means you have detention for 5 hours. Mixed veggies means you have detention for 6 hours. Off-road means you have detention for 7 hours. Peaches and cream means you have detention for 8 hours. Rainforest means you have detention for 9 hours. Shrimp cocktail means you have detention for 10 hours. Southwest means you have detention for 11 hours. Star-Spangled Banner means you have detention for 12 hours. Stonewashed means you have detention for 13 hours. Surf's Up means you have detention for 15 hours. Twister means you have detention until school ends, and Warm and Fuzzy means you have detention forever. Next, there's the Pearl Bright pack. There are 16 behavior cards in all, and each of them contain the word pearl.
Aqua pearl means you are suspended for 1 day. Black coral pearl means you are suspended for 2 days. Caribbean green pearl means you are suspended for 3 days. Cultured pearl means you are suspended for 4 days. Key lime pearl means you are suspended for 5 days. Mandarin pearl means you are suspended for 6 days. Midnight pearl means you are suspended for 7 days. Mystic pearl means you are suspended for 8 days. Ocean blue pearl means you are suspended for 9 days. Ocean green pearl means you are suspended for 10 days. Orchid pearl means you are suspended for 11 days. Rose pearl means you are suspended for 12 days. Salmon pearl means you are suspended for 13 days. Sunny pearl means you are suspended for 14 days. Sunset pearl means you are suspended for 15 days. And turquoise pearl means you are suspended for 16 days.
Next, there's the Metallic FX pack. There are 16 metallic behavior cards in all, and each of them were chosen through a contest.
Alloy orange means you are suspended for 1 week. Bedazzle blue means you are suspended for 2 weeks. Big Dipper ruby means you are suspended for 3 weeks. Bittersweet shimmer means you are suspended for 4 weeks. Blast off bronze means you are suspended for 5 weeks. Cyber grape means you are suspended for 6 weeks. Deep space sparkle means you are suspended for 7 weeks. Gold fusion means you are suspended for 8 weeks. Illuminating emerald means you are suspended for 9 weeks. Metallic seaweed means you are suspended for 10 weeks. Metallic sunburst means you are suspended for 11 weeks. Red snapberry means you are suspended for 12 weeks. Sheen green means you are suspended for 13 weeks. Shimmering blush means you are suspended for 14 weeks. Sonic silver means you are suspended for 15 weeks. And steel blue means you are suspended for 16 weeks.
Next, there's the Silly Scents pack. There are 16 wacky scented behavior cards in all.
Alien armpit means you are suspended for 1 month. Bigfoot feet means you are suspended for 2 months. Bugger Buster means you are suspended for 3 months. Dingy Dungeon means you are suspended for 4 months. Gargoyle Gas means you are suspended for 5 months. Giants Club means you are suspended for 6 months. Magic Potion means you are suspended for 7 months. Mummy's Tomb means you are suspended for 8 months. Algernoda means you are suspended for 9 months. Pixie Powder means you are suspended for 10 months. Princess Perfume means you are suspended for 11 months. Sasquatch Socks means you are suspended for 12 months. Sea Serpent means you are suspended for 13 months. Smashed Pumpkin means you are suspended for 14 months. Sunburnt Cyclops means you are suspended for 15 months. And Winter Wizard means you are suspended for 16 months.
Next, there's the Heads and Tails pack. There are 16 behavior cards in all. The reason why they're paired up is because the cards have 2 shades of color.
Sizzling Red means you are suspended for 1 year. Red Salsa means you are suspended for 2 years. Tart Orange means you are suspended for 3 years. Orange Soda means you are suspended for 4 years. Bright Yellow means you are suspended for 5 years. Yellow Sunshine means you are suspended for 6 years. Slammy Green means you are suspended for 7 years. Green Lizard means you are suspended for 8 years. Denim Blue means you are suspended for 9 years. Blue Jeans means you are suspended for 10 years. Plum Purple means you are suspended for 11 years. Purple Plum means you are suspended for 12 years. Sweet Brown means you are suspended for 13 years. Brown Sugar means you are suspended for 14 years. In Black means you are suspended for 15 years. And Black Shadows means you are suspended for 16 years.
Next, there's the True to Life pack. There are 8 real-life backgrounding behavior cards in all. They're just like the Color Mix-Up pack, but more realistic.
Amazon Forest means you are suspended for 1 lustrum. Caribbean Current means you are suspended for 2 lustrums. Florida Sunrise means you are suspended for 3 lustrums. Grand Canyon means you are suspended for 4 lustrums. Maui Sunset means you are suspended for 5 lustrums. Milky Way means you are suspended for 6 lustrums. Sahara Desert means you are suspended for 7 lustrums. And Yosemite Campfire means you are suspended for 8 lustrums.
And finally, there's the Extreme Twistables pack. There are 8 behavior cards in all.
Fiery Rose means you are suspended for 1 decade. Sizzling Sunrise means you are suspended for 2 decades. Heatwave means you are suspended for 3 decades. Lemon Glacier means you are suspended for 4 decades. Spring Frost means you are suspended for 5 decades. Absolute Zero means you are suspended for 6 decades. Winter Sky means you are suspended for 10 decades.
Now pay close attention to this card. You must avoid this evil card.
Frostbite means you are indefinite and expelled forever.
Thanks for watching. See you on the next behavior card legend.